Everybody wants to know how the Jupiter transit is going to be. For many people, transit means they will be wondering whether how's the life going to happen. Is it going to be a positive move or the negative move? In general, Jupiter transit will always give you a positive energy which will push your life to the next level. Because transit means the transit point for your growth or for change. Now let's see how the Jupiter transit into the sign of Gemini will affect all the rashis or lagna. Now first let's go into Mesharasi and Misha Lagna. It is a third house transit. This Jupiter transit more to do with the younger siblings. So you'll be getting involved in their life. You'll be helping them to make a major decisions, and also you will be traveling with them, or you will be doing lot of short travels and spiritual travels. If you have been waiting to take a traveling abroad or overseas one, please go ahead and do it. It will be very powerful for you and also will be very positive for you. The next thing for Mesharasi and for Misha Lagnam, people will start to write because it's a third house transit. Lot of changes in the cell phone, laptop along with the writing can also happen. So it will be a very positive transit with lot of changes when it comes to traveling. Now for the Rishabarasi and Rishabal Lagna. It's a second house transit, so it is more to do with the speech and the food and family members. Certainly the speech will change. The way how you have been connecting with people, how you have been talking or communicating, it will all change, and suddenly you will feel that the only way to have the positive communication either to be silent or to be very clear in your communication. The clarity in the communication will happen. And when it comes to food change, there will be a complete opposite change of food, and some people also try new types of food. So food experimentation will happen, and this will become a conglomeration place to connect with lot of your family members. So for Lagna, it's going to be a very positive transit. Small health issues can happen. You need to be really careful. Now it is for Mitunarasi and Mituna Lagna. When it comes to Mitunarasi and Mituna Lagna, it is very important that you have to change your thinking. Now when you are not going to change the way you think about yourself or about others, now that's where your life is going to have a lot of problems. Change is very important because that's how you will see the growth coming in search of you, which in turn increases your power of attraction and positivity. The growth always comes when there is a increase in the energy within yourself. That happens with the transit, and in this transit people tend to attract a lot of new friends or new members into the life, and that is going to give you the power of change when it comes to work or getting married and also starting new business. Now let's move into Karagarasi and Kataka Lagna. For this people, usually this 12th house Juru transit means extra expenses. There's going to be huge amount of expenses, and also you will feel things are not happening in your own way. There will be inner agitation, and also you will feel that you need to sober down a little or go slow, and you will not feel all right within yourself. Then only you will feel, or you will not feel all right with the outside world. Within yourself, that restlessness will be there. You have to do a lot of rituals for Moon and Guru. That's how you can curb the negativity, what you feel within inside. Expenses will be high. Unnecessary travel trigger can happen. You need to calm down yourself. That's where you will be able to decide clearly. Otherwise, the decision will have lot of problems. Now we'll move into Simagna and Simarasi. It's a 11th house transit, and whenever this transit happens, their investments is always very, very positive. It will be a growth oriented investments, and also the returns will be very huge. New friends can come, and that can trigger a lot of new things in your life. People don't connect the growth, the change of things with that of a new people arrival into their life. Whenever new people come, you have to check for few days. If you go down, you have to be very careful of them. If you are going to go up, which means they are going to be with you, and the synergy and symbiosis is going to be very positive. So for Simarasi and Simha Lagna, it's a very positive transit. Now we'll move into Kanyarasi and Kanya Lagna. It's a positive transit, but it is a 10th house transit. So what that does mean? Whenever Guru goes into 10th house, they all say the job will go or the work will hit the crisis. But always remember that Jupiter transit will help you to change. When you are not going to change, either in terms of your working way or in terms of upgrading your new skills, or if you're not able to gel with your colleagues and your bosses, that's where your problem arises. So just check if your skills and whatever work you are doing is obsolete or you have to change. Once you take that point of decision, then the growth will happen, your work will become beautiful. There can be small place change or team change. Be open to the change, and if you resist, you're going to have lot of issues. Now let's move into Tularasi and Tula Lagna. It's going to be 9th house transit. Lot of guidance will come. Any problems which you're not able to find a solution, which you have been trying to clear it for a long period of time, which is coming and going, you are finding it very difficult to manage all the things, then this transit will help you either in two ways. You will get the inner guidance within yourself, like whether to heal the problem or just let it go. Or otherwise, it will be from outside, people will come and tell you what you are supposed to do. So that is very important point, which will help you to clear all your old clutter, and which will help you to connect with the right people. And when you connect with the right people, that's when things will become all right. It will be the flow of life which will open up to a greater extent. Now we'll go into Rishabarasi and Vitika Lagna. For these people, it's going to be a challenging transit because the energy will be very, very low. So you will not feel or the impetus to do lot of good things or new things in your life. You'll feel like things are not all right. And when the energy is low, obviously you're going to find it a great difficulty to do the day-to-day activities or do the things what you have been normally doing. Now you need lot of rituals because this is the transit which can trigger lot of health issues and trigger negative events in the life. So it would be better that you take care of your health at this point of time. That will be very, very good for you in the long run. Now let's move into Dhanarasi and Danusul Lagna. It's the 7th house transit. So the law of attraction will be huge. Suddenly you will feel like you need a partner in your life. You need someone to help you to manage the crisis or manage the tension or be a very big support system. That's when you feel like you need either a boyfriend or a girlfriend or to get married. So Jupiter, the power of planets are such that it will trigger a lot of thoughts. The thoughts change, and when the thoughts change, your unconscious mind also change, and when that changes, the activity or the event will happen in the life. So for Dhanarasi and Danusul Lagna, it's the time of marriage. Now for Magararasi and Magara Lagna, very challenging transit because it's a 6th house transit. So life will be very challenging. I always tell people, don't start anything new, because how it will be like, nothing is moving. Everything is in a standstill. So let me leave all this and start something. At least I can feel a movement. That's what your mind will say. But when you're going to push to start something new, it can lead into big disaster. Be careful when you're giving money to someone or people asking you to sign for surety. Another important thing in the 6th house transit is problems will come in search of you. Just find out if you are supposed to solve the problem. If you are not involved in the problem, then you cannot solve the problem because you are not part of the problem. If you are going to get caught in unnecessary problems, your life can become very, very difficult, and that problems, whatever you get caught unnecessarily, will not leave you for a long period of time. I've seen many people signing for others in the name of surety, saying like, he's my friend, he has helped me, so I have to help him. And whatever problems which starts with a negative transit will take a long time to subside. It is like you're getting caught with the devil, and you're getting caught from one problem to another problem, it gets triggered. So you have to be really careful. Now for Kumbarasi and Kumbha Lagna, it's a 5th house transit, very positive transit. It's like the fresh energy coming into your life. And when the fresh energy comes, you feel like whatever you want to do, you'll be able to do. Whatever you're thinking, you'll be able to implement. So if you want to invest, you want to start new, you want to open up any new business, then this is the time for you. Please take it up and move it forward. But once again, as a word of caution, we have to check a complete horoscope which will tell you what is the exact transit which is going to give you. But if your transits, like for Kumbha Lagna, your 5th house does not have any planets, means it's going to be a positive transit, and also it will help you to have a lot of new beginning in your life. If you're planning to start a family, it's a good time, and the new member or new child in your life is going to give you a lot of happiness as well as the next level of growth or positivity. Now we'll move into Minarashi and Mina Lagna. This transit is going to be change of house. Be willing to change the house. Be willing to change the vehicle. Now, if you are going to postpone, the vehicle and the house will continuously give you problems unless you make the change, either internal changes or you are shifting the house completely. For some people, it means shifting of the place itself. They move from one place to another. Whichever the opening which happens in the first few days of the transit, that's how the transit is going to be. Accept the change. You cannot have a buffer here. And if you don't allow the change to happen in your life is going to be really problematic. It can have a lot of impact on your family as well as on your career, and things will become more challenging and more difficult, because as the transit happens, the obstacles will come. One obstacle, if you are going to clear, then everybody wants the positivity in the light. That will happen for you. So kindly take the change. So I have spoken about the 12 rashis and lagnas, what is their impact for them when it comes to Jupiter transit. If you have very specific questions about the Jupiter transit, please WhatsApp to me. I'll be glad to help you. This is Jayashree Astrologer talking about Jupiter transit.